You already know what's good, man. We live, and we are live. We are live and alive. Happy Pride Month. You already know it's June 1st. We got a lot of crazy ass news today to get into before we get into the election season, which is going to be tomorrow. Yeah, we got crazy news. Let me just let people know. So we got the governor of New Jersey basically protecting ICE facilities. We got motherfucking Grant Plattner apparently having a sexting scandal. Man, it's a lot of crazy shit to take care of right now before we get into the election season. Oops. I'm going to be talking about like the election polls that are basically coming out also. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, let's get into this shit. Before I start this shit, I feel like we always gotta start with this fucking crazy ass. We gotta tap in with Trump's like True Social, which is like his motherfucking like bootleg Twitter that he be on. I got mad shit actually to fucking talk about. I don't know why the fuck people are tapping in with me right now. Let's see what Trump has to say, because bro has been on a dementia crazed ass fucking like weekend where he was like literally tweeting like every hour, probably like 40 posts an hour. At one point, he literally congratulates someone that got out of Alligator Alcatraz that was a fucking like locked up in a damn near concentration camp. Yo, I'm also gonna explain ballots because bad people are hitting me up and shit. Since it's the primaries, basically like a lot of your ballots, in case a lot of y'all are wondering, like you might not have actual people that are running in some of your races because it's like you're really only filling in your ballot for your actual, like if you're a Democrat or if you're a Republican, like for that specific party. That's if it's a closed primary. California is basically an open primary, so it's a little different. But let's get into it. Yeah, this site literally looks like it's gonna give me a fucking virus on this motherfucker. What does he say today? Has anyone seen a happy Democrat? President DJT. Hello. There's so much noise. I know it's because there's like I had like my ringer on and shit. It was like kind of going crazy right now. And then now there's like this should be better now. Yeah, there's like mad shit going off. Oh yeah. Basically Iran announced today that there's going to be no talking. They suspended talks with the United States, so it's not looking good. We're about to have $10 a gallon gas, but Trump had to let it out and say my ringer's off. My phone might even be off, honestly. My ringer's off now. All right. So yeah, what does he got to say? Iran really wants to make a deal, but it would be a good one for the USA and those that are with us. But don't the Democrats and various seemingly unpatriotic Republicans understand that it is much tougher for me to properly do my job and negotiate when political haps keep negatively chirping at levels never seen before over and over? Yeah, so that was like 11 hours before they announced that there's going to be no more talking with the US. So prepare for gas to get like $10 a gallon. We got him posting like the fuck. Why is this shit like deep fried? This site don't even work right now. I'm not even kidding. Like Truth Social so fucking ass. All right. We got some more AI slop. I think this is AI for real. I can't even tell. Why the fuck is there so many? Is that one of the supersonic jets? $10 a gallon is wild. I just might put nah, twin, you might have to, gang, because it's like the Iran literally just announced that they're not talking to us anymore. So it's like pretty much a waiting game between us and them. And I'm pretty sure they don't have to really worry about that shit. Because obviously the IRGC kind of controls their country and they don't have to worry about like public opinion. But Trump is trying to say the same thing and not worry about public opinion. He says he doesn't care about the midterms, which is, you know, basically just showing us that he doesn't give a fuck about us at the end of the day. What does it say? See, they have a ballroom. It's called the Great Hall of China. It's a very large and beautiful. Why do people fight me for having something even better? Okay, then we got some AI drones on top of the White House right now. Very nice. The drone part on the roof of the White House ballroom. Yeah. This dude wants his ballroom so fucking. He posts Jackson Dart. Is that Sydney Sweeney or am I tripping? Nah. Okay, that's someone else. Thank you, Jackson Dart. It was great being with you. I know you're taking some heat from the radical left lunatics. This is the this is the stream of consciousness for our fucking president. Where there's some specific fucking AI here. Stealing groceries. Biden solution. Yo. Okay. Yo, this nigga be just posting this shit freely over the past couple days. Like, what the fuck is this? An AI stamp. Trump put himself on Mount Rushmore with like a AI pixelated ass. I think I might need to get off this damn website at this point. Cause like, what the fuck is this? You're getting discombobulated. What the fuck does that even mean? Gang, this shit is crazy. Time to physically audit Fort Knox. Former CIA agent arrested with $40 million of gold bars stashed at his home. You know, by when he says he wants to physically audit that, billions were spent to convince you this is evil. Okay. I don't even know what the fuck this is supposed to be. Is this supposed to be like segregation? Billions were spent to make sure that segregation is evil? Man. Bro about to whip out the e-bike and shit. Okay. Yo, I love going through this fucking Truth Social shit because it's like half of these photos have no context, like no explanation. It doesn't even give like an AI warning, which it needs to give for these boomers and shit. The site barely fucking works. But yeah, let's get into this news, man. Let's get into this news. Another day. Oh wait, maybe
President Trump.
I guess people. It's not just me that thought this shit was crazy.
This Saturday, posting on his Truth Social platform. Again, the president's first post at 11:15 a.m. was a more than 700-word rant about a federal judge who on Friday ruled that the Kennedy Center.
These were super boomer memes. Like these were extreme boomer memes. That there needs to be an AI warning or some shit on there because it's kind of out of control. Like a lot of those boomers probably think that shit's real. I didn't know that it was so bad though that they're out here counting the amount of times that he did this.
Trump's name from the building over the next 14 hours.
Oh yeah, he got mad as fuck. Like I'm gonna try to find that post, but he got mad, super mad because they removed his name off of the JFK building, and he wrote probably the longest damn tweet I've ever seen in my life. It was like a thesis paper. Like this dude is not mentally well. I don't know if he has dementia. I don't know if he has Alzheimer's. Yo, like what the fuck is this? People are eating this shit up. It's crazy that people. I just want to stop the world from killing itself. He has this. This is every single Republican that voted to release the Epstein files. So he was hating on them. Okay. I need to find that fucking thing. Dude, there's so much ass. Him dunking on Governor Hochul. More Jackson Dart. Golden Dome for the White House. I don't know what the fuck that is. I might just have to look. Yo. What in the hell is going on, man? This NASCAR, him and George Washington on horses, a spaceship flying in. Like, bruh. Okay, I'm gonna just find this shit because this shit is giving my eyes a fucking disease. Yo, happy Pride Month, everyone. Too. It's June 1st. Trump, JFK Center tweet. This nigga had a world record for the most bullshit I've ever seen. Oh no, we gotta see the newest one. Do they have a picture of it? Yeah, it was a couple days ago. You know, he'd be like spamming, so we might not be able to see it. But he basically posted like 3 days long.
60 times, finally ending at just after 1 a.m. Sunday morning. His social media spree included political memes attacking his perceived political rivals, memes about crime under his
administration. This is all in a day, too. That's wild.
President Biden. Multiple AI-generated pictures, including 2 separate posts of Trump on Mount Rushmore and at least 3 posts with George Washington, one of which was the 2 men on
Dude, this post is crazy as hell.
Trump-branded NASCAR
What's going on, twin? I didn't even notice it was a Trump-branded NASCAR thing, but shouldn't they have put 47, not 45?
With the Washington Monument and the White House in the background, and for good measure, a space
Dude, I'm
shuttle.
telling you, the people that eat this shit up, they need to put an AI warning because people are going to think this shit's real. Hey, we back. Shout out J7949 on YouTube. Twin, you already know what's going on. Goated YouTube viewer. We already lit. Yeah, we back with it.
You know, Caddy, this is not going to help the accusations that President Trump is focused solely on himself and his own priorities. We'll have more to say about that Kennedy Center decision later in the show. But
yeah, basically the Kennedy Center is falling apart, and like he wants to put his name on that shit so bad that he was raging over the weekend over this.
Clearly triggered a lot of anger from Trump.
But yeah, y'all get the gist. It was a bunch of like fucking boomer memes, and people are gonna think that shit's real. But let's talk about the real breaking news because this is really bad and it's gonna affect your life on everyday things. The war in Iran is basically cooked right now, and Iran suspends talks with the US.
It is suspending talks with the United States. That's according to Iranian media, which says the decision is in protest over Israel's attacks in Lebanon. CNN's Oren Lieberman following this story for us. Let me just read for our viewers.
So essentially, the situation in Lebanon is completely fucking out of control. Like, it's always been out of control, but like, this is terrible, gang. Like, look at this. Israel struck a hospital, and then like the hospital collapsed. This is the parking lot in the hospital, currently in Tyre, Lebanon.
الدفاع المدني اللبناني عم يطفي اعمال الحريق. رجعوا كل ينسحب لورا.
The most moral army in the world. They just accidentally blew up a whole fucking neighborhood, saying Hezbollah's everywhere. Hezbollah's in the hospital. Hezbollah's in the kids' schools. Hezbollah's in the fucking random apartment buildings and shit. So because of this destruction that Israel is doing right now, they're not allowing, Iran is not fucking with it, and they basically suspended talks with the US over this. But keep in mind that Israel's like actual war criminals were in NYC today or yesterday, posted up with fucking various New York politicians and shit. Like completely crazy. Yeah, it does look like some COD shit, gang. Like, this shit is crazy. But, yo, what? Mamdani was spotted biking during the Israel parade. He didn't pull up to the Israel Day parade. He said, fuck that shit. But this is what he was doing instead. Bro was walking around.
Do you have anything to say to the post or the Israeli Day parade today?
Nigga, fuck the Israeli Day parade. Bro was taking his sweet time riding his bike. Hey, what a goat, what a goat, what a goat. But if he was a real one, he would have arrested this motherfucker. A fucking Israeli. Oh. I didn't know this. Alzheimer's is a special form of dementia, but Trump probably has the form of strong has a form of strong impulsiveness, aggression, and less of the direct, complete cognitive decline, which is, of course, still happening. Yeah, combined with his lack of sleep, like, because it's like, bro be on these, like, tweeting-ass marathons and shit like that for, like, hours straight into the night. I feel like it probably definitely affects his mindset. And just generally being 80 years old, like you said, like, definitely affects your brain. But, yeah. So this is part of the reason why Iran is not talking to us. New York government, Kathy Hochul, Eric Adams was there too. A whole bunch of people were posted up. It makes him psychotic. I think he was already psychotic. Like, I'm not even gonna lie. Oh shit, I'm fried. I need to turn this shit on. Hey. My bad, I had that pop up the chat. But yeah, this is the Israeli Day Parade. People didn't realize there was a random black dude with, like, holding up signs. Did they pay these random black dudes to just hold up signs? Governor Hochul is proud to march in the Israel Day on 5th Parade. Governor Hochul. Bro holding up both of these signs. What's the point of these signs? But yeah, this guy right here is wanted by the ICC for crimes against humanity. He's Israel's finance minister, Smotrich. His son got blasted in Lebanon, was there for 5 minutes, got shot up, and is like in a fucking coma. Bro pulled up to the NYC Israeli Day Parade. Wanted war criminal. They're thinking about giving him an ICC warrant. Like, I fuck with Zoran, but if you were a real one, you'd arrest this motherfucker for even stepping foot in NYC, honestly.
Am Yisrael Chai. The people Israel live.
If you ever wondered what Democrat politicians would do if there was, like, you know, maybe a foreign government that was lobbying us to shit and wanted influence that badly, and whether or not they would take the bread, I mean, I think Chuck Schumer would do this shit for the love of the game. But bro's out here, he's fighting harder for Israel than he does for anything else. He's fighting harder for Israel than he does for, like, Medicare for all, for fucking stopping the ICE Gestapo thugs from beating the shit out of protesters. Bro's using his last dying life force for this shit.
Am Yisrael Chai. The people Israel live.
Yeah, we're subsidizing their military, and they get free healthcare and free universal childcare and shit like that. And they get to have parades in the middle of the fucking street while committing war crimes. We got the former mayor where they yelled 4 more years for him.
So important when you're here.
Bro looks like AI, but that's part of the reason why it is Iran's not fucking with us, and it suspends talks with Lebanon.
We just heard from the foreign minister in Iran. He said,
establishment Dems suck off Israel. They do. They suck, dude. It's both parties, but, like, establishment Dems are, like, trying so hard to fucking, like, suck them off and be, like, the biggest cucks. It feels like a competition to who wants to be the biggest cucks. In a just society, those ICC warrants would have carried out years ago. It really just seems like Western powers only dish them out as a form of judgment on black and brown people. That's correct. Plus, it's like, in a just society, those ICC warrants that actually mean something. Like, you could pull up and use a peacekeeping force to, like, arrest these people. Because they know where they are. Like, bruh. Fucking Benjamin Netanyahu be pulling up to Europe. He be pulling up to to Congress and doing speeches and shit like that. You would think in a just world that we would throw him in the fucking Hague, and also wouldn't have, like, what's his name, Andrew Cuomo representing him as for his lawyer for the ICC. It's, like, completely out of control. European media frames it like Zoran declined NY's. Yo, that's what I was saying, gang. But meanwhile, Zoran was posted up. I think they found him. Yeah, they were. Cycle of hate. Zoe snubs Israel parade. Goes on bike ride instead. I honestly like. I don't blame him, man. Like the ICC only has power over African warlords. Yeah, you want your resources. You want your resources in Africa. Yeah, you're gonna get hit with the ICC warrant, and you're gonna get extradited. Honestly, I would have feared for Zoran's safety if he pulled up to the fucking if he actually pulled up to the Israeli parade. I feel like bro would have gotten like accosted. Instead, he having a nice little bike ride. Bro be outside. He just doesn't want to be at that fucking like this type of shit going on. Nah, this gotta be AI. Dude, this AI shit is out of control, man. Is Israel okay? Nah, real shit. Game does not fuck with Israel. Honestly, though, like he could do more, but he's doing the most, I guess. But at the same time, he has a lot of pro-Zionist forces, especially in the government, which are endlessly trying to fuck him over. But speaking of Israel, we got to talk about
that the US and Israel are responsible for the consequences of any violation. He says the ceasefire between Iran and the US is unequivocally a ceasefire on all fronts. It's a violation on one front.
Yeah, they straight up having apartheid parades. Like, what the hell is this shit? They literally, it's like if South Africa in the middle of the apartheid had a parade and shit, and they wanted your mayor to pull up to that, and then they get offended when you don't want to pull up. Like, you have the choice, but he was to show you how cucked we are as a country. Like, bro was the first mayor in the history of what? I think this parade has been going on for 65 years. He was the first mayor in the history of the entire parade to never show up. So it was a big deal. Like they're literally coming after bro. But it's like, who wants to be around war criminals? Like war criminals don't seem like a good time. But yeah, so the US is basically because of Israel. We talked about it last week. Israel is fucking over the US. They're still attacking Lebanon. They destroyed a hospital in Tyre and literally crushed it. And because of that, Iran doesn't want to do a deal with us or even talk to us.
On all fronts. What do we understand to be going on at this point?
I don't give a fuck what this guy got to say. I want to see what Iranian sources say
about Iran suspending these peace talks.
Well, look, I think this is a pretty big step in this whole conflict, Ariel, because this is
in the wrong direction.
First time that Iran has declared that it's essentially taking a step back from negotiations, given the situation inside Lebanon. Now, two sources inside Tehran linked with negotiations have been speaking to me, and they're linked with the talks between the US and Iran. And
yo, this is really bad.
Dialogue
Isn't it so funny? Because just a couple days ago, like, oh, wait, breaking news. We got breaking news. Israel cancels attack on Beirut's southern suburbs after U.S. interventions and Iranian warnings. Okay, so now it's not the tail wagging the dog. It seems that the dog is wagging the tail, and we're actually trying to do something about this situation because look at what they're doing right now.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
This literally came out a couple minutes ago. I mean, it is RT news, so take it with a grain of salt. But Iran signals it may open new fronts, carry out defensive operations in response to red line crossed in Lebanon and Gaza. Consider such actions as direct war against its national security. Yeah, this situation has... All right, let's see what Marandi says. This is an Iranian professor. Let's see what he has to say. I'm tired of listening to Western news on this shit. Let's hear some Eastern news.
You're right.
Middle Eastern.
It's quite extraordinary that the West, which always raises its voice about airstrikes or missile strikes on Kiev, when the Russian armed forces do not target apartment blocks. They do not bring
Cap.
down.
That's cap, sir. I literally saw them attack an apartment block in Romania on Friday. But I'm gonna hear you out.
Buildings, as the Israelis have already done, thousands of buildings, literally during this period of time, that all belong to ordinary citizens. They've murdered 3,500 citizens just over the past few weeks.
God damn.
Unlike in Gaza,
Israel has killed 3,500 citizens. I mean, if y'all remember the first day when Israel struck Lebanon during this ceasefire, they killed 300 people in 10 minutes. And most of them were civilians, if not all of them.
Where the West always pretended that they could not confirm what was going on during the genocide because they didn't have a presence. The West has a full presence in Beirut. The Western media they're all there. Beirut has more Western journalists than any other Arab country. Yet they still look away, or they try to justify the slaughter of civilians.
This dude is wild. He was like a whole child soldier in the Iran-Iraq war, but bro's a professor now, and like he be spitting.
By calling these Hezbollah strongholds or Hezbollah targets, whereas we're seeing on social media children being slaughtered, men and women, families being collectively killed. But for the Iranians, this is the Iranians are saying enough is enough. We were supposed to have a ceasefire. The Americans and the Israeli regime.
Yeah, so bro moved up in the world. Yeah, he did. Now he's out here. He's a talking head for the IRGC, but I feel like he gives a good perspective compared to like just watching Western media. And I feel like it's important to watch every single side, because I feel like a lot of Western media, specifically like Fox News, will have people thinking that Iranians are like, I don't know, they'll have you thinking like Iran is like destabilized, super crazy, like bloodthirsty regime. When in like a lot of, I think the literacy rate in Iran is higher than that in the US. And like they're extremely educated people at the end of the day. So it's like, I feel like it's good to give a perspective of like what the other side thinks. Because at the end of the day, war is bad for all of us. Like this shit isn't helping us. It's not helping you in any fucking way. It's helping the Israel lobby. It's helping Trump. It's helping Trump so his like leaked sex tapes with children don't get released out, because he's probably being blackmailed by Netanyahu / he loves the kickbacks that he gets from the AIPAC and fucking other Israeli lobbies. But it's not helping the average American.
Want to continue with the slaughter, and that is unacceptable to us. So the Iranians are saying the slaughter in Gaza.
We're so cucked to Israel that we're literally allowing American people to suffer, American troops to be in harm's way, all because we don't want to allow Israel to stop fucking fighting in southern Lebanon. Keep in mind, Israel's getting belt to ass. If you look on Instagram Reels, you can look at FPV drone footage of IDF soldiers getting fucking murked by the dozens. They're getting killed by $20 Timu drones, gang, with C4 strapped on them. They're not even like armed and ready to be fighting in these regions, and they're getting fucking mollywopped. And their government still keeps sending them. It's kind of sad, but it's like, I don't be feeling sad for no fucking genociders. Fuck them.
The slaughter in Lebanon must end. And if this continues, we'll have to strike the Israeli regime. In addition, the Iranians are contemplating shutting down the Strait of Hormuz to the limited number of ships that are going through. And Iran has discontinued talks with the exchange of messages with the Trump regime, so that this is only going to make the shortage of energy much worse, and it's going to push the U.S. economy towards a crisis.
Yeah, so Trump is basically actively, because he doesn't want to actually make a deal that prevents Israel from attacking Lebanon, is pushing the economy to the fucking brink. Like, we're literally pushing the economy to the brink today with this message out that like Iran doesn't want to talk to us anymore. It looks like the strait is going to be continuously closed. There's going to be even more of a gas shortage and an oil shortage, and you're going to get hit with this shit. Let's go though.
With the US until fighting in Lebanon ends. Now, these are sources who requested to remain anonymous given the sensitivities of the negotiations, and they said that the Israeli actions in Lebanon amount to a violation of the ceasefire. I think this is just a reminder of
not only do the Israeli actions in Lebanon amount to a violation of ceasefire, but this shit amounts to crimes against humanity.
How important the situation inside Lebanon is when it comes to this conflict and actually getting a conclusive ending to this conflict as well. This decision from Iran came after there were further blows between
it's so funny though. I thought we were so close to a deal. Like I could have sworn a couple days ago we were like very close to a deal. There was like some sort of deal, but it's looking like the deal fell through.
And Hezbollah has launched a number of strikes into northern Israel, and we've seen a retaliation.
Yo, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy as fuck, gang? Chat. It's so weird being a... Isn't that good for the Epstein class when the economy is bad? They just buy up everything cheaper. Yeah, and they short the economy. They'll short different stocks, and then when they go down, they get a profit. And then when the stocks go up, because they're like, oh, we're almost on a deal, they're able to bet on those stocks right before they go up. So yes, it is good for the Epstein class. It's only good for the Epstein class. If you can copy their stock like market moves, then I guess it's good for you. But it's like for general your well-being and general cost of living, it's really bad. Like they said that they're gonna close the strait even more, so you're gonna have just higher gas prices. I mean, gas went down a little bit. It's been pretty steady because we were using a lot of reserves, but it's just not looking good. Yo, former First Lady Joe Biden about to have an interview and she say that Joe Biden's about to die. What? Gang. K-shape as usual. Yep. K-shape economy.
As well today, Benjamin.
But yeah, if you're just tuning in, breaking news right now. Iran sources to MS Now, they completely stopped talks with the U.S. because Israel's basically trying to commit another ethnic cleansing campaign in southern Lebanon and bombing the fuck out of Lebanon's capital.
Force issuing an evacuation order for residents of Beirut's southern suburbs, which I think is hugely important because Beirut, of course, the capital inside Lebanon, targeting that would be a huge level up from Israel's military action inside Lebanon. I think it
dude, there's so many drone footage. I'm looking on X. I don't know if it will be terms of service if I show this shit, but y'all could probably look on it on X if you're really interested. But there's FPV drone footage of hella IDF soldiers getting fucking murked and shit. But like I said before, this is the situation in Lebanon right now. We're gonna run out of reserves in 2 weeks. Yeah, when we run out of reserves, it's gonna be bad. Like we're probably gonna have a gas shortage like the 70s, and like only odd number license plates are gonna be able to go on a certain day, and then even number license plates are gonna be able to go on a different day. It's not gonna be good, and gas is just gonna be really expensive, all because of this. We can't stop Israel from doing this, but I mean, like, I guess some type of message came out like within a couple minutes ago that said that the U.S. is finally trying to stop Israel from doing this. Hospital that they fucking bombed in Tyre, Lebanon. Just to give y'all perspective. And it's like when they bomb these shits, they'll double tap them and they'll kill the fucking the hospital workers and stuff.
Case that Israel is serious about ramping up their military aggression inside of Lebanon. We know more than 3,400 people have.
Yeah, I mean, it is too little too late. It's like, regardless if we stopped right now and if we stopped Israel right now, like, it's not good. It's cooked. It's cooked. We're already cooked. We're beyond cooked right now. Because at the end of the day, we're still... The shortage of gas is still going to hit because the last ships that came in are probably already gone. So we're about to hit our reserves and run out in the 2 weeks, regardless if we stop this war or not. This war needed to be stopped like a month ago. It's completely cooked as fuck. Like, I just don't even know what to say, man. But, yeah, we also are trading strikes.
U.S. and Iran traded attacks over the weekend.
Yeah, we've been trading attacks. So not only did they stop talking, but they've been fighting each other.
Command says it launched more self-defense strikes targeting Iranian radar and drone sites. CENTCOM says those strikes were in response to what it's calling aggressive Iranian actions that included the shoot down of a U.S. drone.
Yo, Samson option? Hell no, I hope not, because then we about to get fucking murked. I just hope that in California, I'm not in... wait, is the Samson option the one where they nuke, or is the Samson option where they kill their own soldiers? Yeah, it is. The military deterrence. Yeah, as a last resort, it says that... Bro, it says the Samson option is in last resorts in quotations. So yeah, I hope that we don't end up getting hit by a nuke. I hope they just don't nuke the fuck out of us in general, or use a nuke on Iran. That shit would be terrible, because then I feel like Russia would probably use a nuke on they probably use a nuke on our NATO country. I mean, Russia already just hit it's literally a bitch ass move where they take everybody with them. I just hope I'm not in range of a Jericho missile. I'm not gonna lie, but it probably won't even matter, because we'll have so many nukes flying in the air. It's going to be a bad situation.
Meanwhile, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps says it launched a retaliatory attack on an air base used by the U.S.
Yeah,
now,
so
tell CBS
U.S. bases have gotten hit. Still, it's kind of crazy, though, if y'all think about it, because the same number, they literally hit Romania with, like I was saying, like, I feel like if Israel did do the Samson option, I was saying that I believe that Russia would probably hit a NATO country. Or maybe just hit Ukraine with a nuke. But they literally have hit fucking Romania with drones, and NATO hasn't done shit. And then one of the ministers, the foreign ministers in Russia, was like, we're going to attack Europe next. So I feel like it's not very a good sign to our allies. Like, we're kind of cooked right now.
News. President Trump made edits to the Memorandum of Understanding between the U.S. and Iran, and that includes changes related to the Strait of Hormuz and the removal of highly enriched uranium. Multiple sources say that agreement also involves potential waivers or sanctions relief for Iran that could allow it to access billions of dollars in
I think the sanctions relief was like some number in like hundreds of billions of dollars. So, bro, people were mad about Obama letting them have money in the JCPOA that was their money originally that got sanctioned. But he's just trying to like quietly edit the deal. Not that I'm against it. I'm just saying, like, bro's trying to quietly edit the deal without anyone saying anything, while he's posting crazy on Truth Social with all those like AI bomber photos and shit. Y'all saw this. Y'all see this crazy shit he's posting right now, saying he's going to attack Iran himself. But in reality, it's a lot different than what it looks like. But let's shift gears right now. Let's shift gears. This literally just broke an hour ago, but Trump's new medical records have been missing key information. I'm guessing that he has some type of fucking like medical problem.
The results of President Trump's recent medical exam.
And this is CBS. This is damn near like state media saying this shit.
President Trump's doctor released the results of his annual physical exam on Friday. The 3-page report says the president is in, quote, excellent health and fully fit to serve.
He's in excellent health. He really acts like he did not grow up with the internet and how he's making the lost time. Yo, for real, like, why does Twin have like all, and it's like the worst fucking AI, bro. If y'all ever go on Truth Social, like, this shit also feels like it's gonna give you a virus or something.
Well, experts are saying that there are some important gaps in the testing, and some of the numbers just don't add up. So for more on this,
yo, why does CBS talk like they're at a funeral? Like, why is bro whispering?
CBS News medical correspondent.
He's literally whispering.
She's also editor at large for public health at KFF Health News. All right. When you saw the report, which was released to the public.
Yeah, so bro is not perfectly healthy. He says he's only 20. They're trying to be like BBC. Except, isn't BBC like straight up nationalized? Like, this is nationalized, but for Zionists. Like, it's owned by Zionists. Damn near controlled by Israel. Like, it's not funny, but it's kind of funny though, because it is like fucking BBC, but for Zionist, like Zionist motherfuckers. Somebody should have given Trump a podcast. Nah. Speaking of podcasts, y'all know RFK Jr. has a podcast, and he had this crazy fucking. He said some crazy ass shit. Let me find this shit. This nigga was saying some crazy shit, gang. RFK teenage girls crazy. It's almost like a boys episode. He had one worse a fucking reality show. Where the fuck is this? Damn, I literally. Oh yes, this is.
Sperm counts, I think, in this country now.
They need to take this dude's podcast away because every single thing he's talking about. Did you see the kennel? Yo, I'm actually about to get into Delaney Hall and shit. Actually, right after this, because there's a lot of shit that I have a lot of videos lined up. But let's look at this RFK. Why he shouldn't have a podcast?
Counts, I think, in this country down 50% for teenage males. I read the other day that teenage males today have less sperm than the average 65-year-old American man, and testosterone rates are dropping. And then you see female fertility issues too, like nothing that we've ever seen.
Who the fuck is this? Yeah, so in other words, RFK shouldn't have a fucking podcast. I don't even know what those niggas talking about. But while you're into it, let's get into Delaney Hall because there's a lot of craziness that's going on right now. We had Jake Lang, the far right Nazi provocateur, like pulling up. Bro, say you're fired. This is at Delaney Hall last night.
Jersey State Police, great job tonight. Law and order will reign. Thank you, President Trump. Thank you, Jersey State Police. Report 100 million. Save America. Save America.
Let me see. Oh, hell yeah. I like news to share. I like status quo. There's like a lot of fire shit. Damn, you watch this live?
America from the invaders. We will not be replaced in our.
This motherfucker posted up at the protest. First off, he's far shit away from these people protesting, and he's playing Vanilla Ice.
This is what happens when you mess around with the Trump administration. Mass arrest for Antifa. Arrest Antifa!
Yo, they got his fucking thing. Yo.
Thank you, police. Thank you. Great job tonight.
This nigga Jake Lang, he still has the same crusty ass banner and walking around, literally seeming like he's on drugs or some shit. Is it wrong that you don't find Jake Lang serious? He's kind of comical, bro. He's like a white. He's like super hardcore white replacement theory, but it's like, bro, you're people don't even consider you white. They pointed the fact that he's Jewish, and people are claiming that he's not white. So it's like, I don't know what he's doing this for.
New Jersey doesn't mess around with it.
The driver was the one that was debating Jolly.
We will have our country again.
The kid that was debating Jolly was in the driver.
It doesn't make sense too, because he's like super hardcore. I know y'all probably heard it before, but it's like where he's like, you need to go back to your country and we're gonna own this country. But it's like, technically by your logic, wouldn't this country be for Native Americans then? Because it's like y'all took the Native Americans off. That's the real right replacement.
We will not back down to the invaders. Join us, American brothers! Stand now! Stand now!
Yo, I'm telling you that this dude definitely got laced. He reminds me of... Yo, for real.
We have declared victory
They
tonight.
ask them, ask a white supremacist that believes in white replacement theory what they think about Native Americans.
Antifa lost! The Patriots have won!
Yeah, so... Wait, where did he get yelled at by an Indian guy? Was that a diss? Or was that a something else? Let me see. If y'all got that, pull it up. Let me see. Jake Lang yelled at by Indian guy. Dude. Oh, it's in the Discord? Yo, see if you can find that shit, because it might be deep in that shit. Honestly, I don't know if I can find that link. But in the meantime, while I look for that, let's look at basically kettle tactics. If y'all been to like a protest before, the police do this. They originally learned this from the IDF. But basically they corner you in and then they beat the fuck out of you. And it's scary.
Get back! Get back!
Look. This isn't ICE. This is the state police. So Mikey Sherrill will get on here. She reminds me so much of Gavin Newsom. Well, she'll get on like TV. She'll get on like MS Now and do a speech, talk about how like ICE is weaponizing and brutalizing the protesters, and she's gonna set up a little free speech zone and like have the state police there to monitor everything. And look at what the state police are doing. They're beating the fuck out of protesters.
Get back! Get back!
They're literally protecting ICE.
Get back!
Bet. Thank you. By the way, y'all join the Discord and shit, and make sure you follow up on Twitch and sub up on YouTube and shit like that.
Get out of the way! Get out of the way!
Dude, they bringing in horses and shit?
Back up to the grass! Back up to the grass!
Bro, why are y'all pointing guns at fucking unarmed protesters is fucking crazy, man. Like, this is like out of control. My bad. Oh, fuck. I forgot there's more Jake Lane videos.
Move back!
No cops, no KKK, no fascist USA! No cops, no KKK, no fascist USA! No cops, no KKK, no fascist USA!
Oh, yeah. Bro be acting super hard. This is literally the fucking shit that happened when he was in Minnesota where they dragged his ass. Yo, I got more on Jake Lane because he's goofy as fuck. Let's see.
The whole world is watching!
Oh, nah. Okay, you said skip to 928. This is where it starts? Oh! Let's see.
In state patrol troops and national law unless the city is cleared, the mayor declared protesters who engage in peaceful sit-ins. By 3 p.m., Seattle police runs out of department-issued pepper spray. When President Clinton threatens the mayor of Seattle, Paul Schell, to shut down the whole conference unless the city is cleared, the mayor declares a state of emergency and a curfew from dusk till dawn in the downtown area. The city of Seattle calls in state patrol troops and National Guard for help. The next morning, December 1st, the mayor announces a ban on gas masks without exemptions. It takes the mayor several hours to exclude firefighters and journalists from this ban. However, reports of police brutality began piling up.
Yo, what the fuck? They just kicked bro in the balls and shot him with pepper balls or with the beanbag things right next to him.
Back from our line 20 feet.
Bill Clinton Glazers don't talk about this shit.
I am not struggling at all!
Doesn't this look super familiar? God damn. That makes sense. Yo, that also too.
Burn down Delaney Hall! Free our prisoners, free them all! Free our prisoners, free them all! Burn down Delaney Hall! Burn down Delaney Hall! I said burn down Delaney Hall! Burn down Delaney Hall! It's the same with your burn down Delaney Hall! It's the same! Burn down Delaney Hall!
Yo, your tax dollars hard at work beating the fuck out of protesters. This is like honestly crazy.
Y'all got to stop reading all the hands up! Don't shoot!
But this is how the kettle shit starts. They literally surround you and then they beat the fuck out of you so you can't even escape. I remember in LA when I was at the protest, shit was low-key scary. It's that protest in Seattle that starts the precedent that it's on today. Damn. It literally looks identical to this shit. Like, I feel like if you didn't know that it was like, for a second, I thought that the Seattle protest was literally just VHS footage from this protest. Yo, they surround you and then you can't even escape. And they beat the fuck out of you mainly as a means so they you don't try to come back. But it's like, how are you supposed to get out of here? There's nowhere to go, literally. Bro, you got sucked into the fucking... Where do they go? And then they cover it up. Look at the little manlet dude. But they cover it up and then they beat the fuck out of the dude.
Platoon!
Yeah. They're just cheaper Gestapo. For real. They're fucking cheap as fuck. They probably have terrible training and shit. The country militarizes the police is seriously not talked about though. And it's like, I feel like that video that you showed with Seattle is super crazy because it's like, that shit, yeah, they'll beat the shit out of you when you do, exactly. And it's like, I feel like it's wild seeing almost 30 years ago, them being just as militarized. It just shows that things haven't really changed at all. If anything, now they're probably more well-funded. And these guys are not even ICE. Like, this is like Geo Group and like, state police. Yo, these they seriously think they're gladiators or some shit. Yo, I wonder how long this fucking shit's about to be going on, man. They're like, yeah, they got that Roman line formation, and then they'd be like, yeah, Sparta! Like, they really think they're doing something right now. I don't know how long this protest is about to be. I feel like this shit might go on for a while, like, until they close this. But if it's going on in July, I'm supposed to be in New York. I'm gonna go to this shit. But I wonder. I mean, I'll still pull up, but I don't think this will. I wonder how long this will keep going. Because this looks intense. Every single night they're doing this. Yo, this is a crazy screenshot. Back up. Dude, they suck you in and then they beat the fuck out of you.
They got them on the ground over there. York, in York. Wow.
That's fucked up. They got horses out here and everything. They need to let them go. They need to let him go. Let him go. Let that man go. That is sad.
Dude, if y'all ever experienced New Jersey State Police too, they're fucking suck. I remember when I used to live in New Jersey, I got pulled over by the state police and then they searched my car for fucking weed for an hour when it was like 10 degrees. And then It was so cold that after they searched my car for weed, my car didn't start. And then I asked for a ride, and then they just left me in the cold. Fuck New Jersey State Police. Fun fact about the Seattle protests. The vast majority were peaceful, but it was an estimated 40 to 50 protesters who began unruly violence out of 1,000 protesters. Yeah, that's how it works all the time. They literally, as soon as anyone is violent, they start beating the fuck out of everyone.
Only one who showed me love since I've been here. Is that like an option? Listen up. Listen up.
Yo, we got the King Chud right here.
If you are press, you got the opportunity right now.
Oh my God, bro's New Jersey is fuck. If you're press, listen up. You got the opportunity to get a meatball sub right now. You want a hoagie? Okay. And then we gonna beat the fuck out of you anyways. If you not pressed, we still beating the fuck out of you.
And that's it.
We got motherfucking DJ Pauly D in this motherfucker.
Leave. If you don't leave out here in an orderly fashion, you are coming with us. Do you understand that? You're leaving in.
State police arrested me for having a flat tire and prescription meds in my car. Unopened. Yo, I remember that. I remember you saying that, but I didn't realize that shit, because I remember you had an unopened script that was yours, right? And it was New Jersey State Police. That makes sense, because I was like, when you first said that story, I thought that shit was kind of weird. I was like, why the fuck New Jersey State Police? Or why is the police doing that? But then, yeah, the state police is ass. You just came from CVS? Bruh. Look, they got motherfucking DJ Pauly D. What is state police even used for? They're just like highway patrol, right? Like they're pretty much like, are they? I know in LA we have like I know in LA they have like, we have like sheriffs and shit. We do have state police, but I feel like I barely ever see the state police.
That direction, and that's it. You are not pressed. You will leave the circle. Hey.
What? He just said you are not pressed?
All right, steady.
Bro didn't give him any chance to fucking leave. He said he was giving them a chance, and he was like, all right, stay. We're about to beat the fuck out of you.
That direction, and that's it. You are not pressed. You will leave the.
State police usually protects the people collecting money at the toll booth on the highway. It was my script name, picked up minutes ago, told them to check. They were like, nah, drug test. I said no, because I've always been. What the fuck? Damn. Yeah, they're also at stadiums. Yeah, I feel like I don't know how it is now in New Jersey because I don't live there, but like New Jersey police are really fucking aggressive. I feel like part of the reason why it's like it's not like other states. I feel like a lot of crime that goes on in New Jersey is not really like there's not really a lot of crime in most areas. There's pockets of areas where there's crime, but then you have like Newark PD, Trenton PD, fucking like Elizabeth PD and shit that really be like super funded and militarized. Meanwhile, like throughout the rest of the state, there's not really shit going on. And then like they're really aggressive. They'll arrest you. They search your car for weed and shit. They're really aggressive.
Hey, all right, steady. You had the opportunity.
Your public defender said, "Don't even fight it. Plead guilty." Did you fight that shit? Gang. They said plead guilty to having your own medicine?
Hey, listen up. Everybody back up. Back up. Back up.
Nah, that's something to fucking worry about. That's crazy as hell.
Hey, I got it. Back up. Hey, listen up. Listen, okay? One at a time. Press, you can leave, and you're going beyond that bus.
Dude, that's crazy. Press basically gets to leave, and no one else. Conditional discharge? Damn, so you didn't get prison time? That's good, but like that's still ass. That shit still gets on your record.
There. You do not come past that bus. Do you understand? Yep. All right? Hey. One at a time. I will tell you and point you out.
You're not pressed.
Can I ask a question?
No. Let's go.
Can I ask a question?
Damn, so everyone else is getting arrested?
Out. Out.
Hey, boss.
Out. Boss. Out. They about to beat our ass.
Bro said they about to beat our ass.
Ball. Out. Stop. Ball. Out. I don't care. You're going out that way. Find another way. Go.
Hey, can I talk to you?
No. Look, they don't talk to you. No.
I'm not baby.
Nope, just suspended license and owed them thousands. Also had to take my drug and alcohol classes. Holy. Yeah, state police, man, in New Jersey is ass. I mean, you could tell by DJ Pauly D over here, like, hey, you's got a problem? You don't want the meatball sub?
Wait.
Go.
I don't care.
I take it everyone else got fucking arrested. Yep.
Really protesting.
Yeah, they got fucking arrested.
Retaliating against people holding a peaceful hunger strike in the hole. Another protester being escorted off in handcuffs now.
They don't show you that part on the news. They don't show you this on MSNBC. Let's see.
Right now, there is a heavy police presence outside Delaney Hall in Newark, New Jersey.
Yo, if y'all in Newark, I definitely suggest you, if you're in New Jersey, if you're in the Northeast, like, even if you don't want to get fucking arrested or some shit, like, pull up during the day and actually see what this shit looks like. Like, pull up and see what this looks like. And the people with dual citizens, ICE is probably going to be Yep. Man. I mean, I'm sure they'll probably be later down the line. I think that they'll probably go after people that are just straight up, like, what is it? Naturalized? Yeah, they'll probably do like naturalized citizens if it really gets down to it, because Trump's he's trying to get rid of birthright citizenship. Speaking of going to trial, do you remember that transcript of George? What the fuck? Yo, that shit is crazy as fuck. That's a real throwback. There's a writ of error to review an order of the Supreme Court of the state of Georgia dismissing a writ of order from the court, which had been sued out to reverse the conviction of the plaintiff in the error of the murder of Charles Jones. That shit was some different shit. This is the word for it. What's funny is some countries like India do not do dual. So people like my parents gave up their Indian citizenships for America. I think now India does dual.
Okay. Okay.
Yo, what the fuck?
Mr. Allen? Right. I believe that your case was going to be.
Oh yeah. Also too, I think India does do dual now, but it's crazy because I know Japan is really strict on that shit. Is it the transcript? Yeah, let's see.
Going to trial not this Monday, but the following Monday. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't remember this. Why did Rick and Morty have this shit?
If you need to tell me something, I'll let you come up here to the podium so you can speak into the microphone and I can hear you.
Yes, the attorney here, I'm wanting to fire him.
Uh-huh.
And, I don't feel like he's doing any...
Who are you going to hire?
I'm not going to hire nobody.
Are they literally... they're reading off this actual transcript, right? That's crazy as fuck.
I'm going to try to get a different public defender.
There isn't... You have a right to an attorney.
This lawyer has...
You don't have a right to a specific attorney.
This lawyer has made sexual advances on me. He's misrepresenting my case. He told me if I wanted him to do a good job, I had to let him give me oral sex. He's had doctors at Central State Hospital put a false diagnosis on me.
Okay, I don't...
Yo, it's crazy as fuck. They were literally talking about this shit word for word.
I know Mr. Wyatt pretty well, and I don't think he has the ability to make
doctors
at Central State do anything.
Well, they did it, and he's the one that had me sit down there.
Well, they may have done it, but I don't think that he had anything to do with it.
All right, well, he won't give me the discovery.
There's
things in discovery he's supposed to give me the incident and told me that it was the discovery.
Okay.
They're alternating documents that I've read.
If you want the indictment, I'll make sure you get a copy of the indictment.
No, I'm saying I got the indictment, but he's not complying with discovery.
Okay.
I'm supposed to get the autopsy.
This shit crazy as fuck. I'm gonna come back to this, but I want to show the difference between what ICE and what like the liberal media is showing right now compared to doesn't the other one demand discovery?
Report, the coroner report, pictures of the crime scene.
Coroner report?
Criminal background records. I want.
Is this a murder?
In the county jail.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm supposed to get the criminal background records.
Bro said, "Is this a murder?"
Summaries.
Mr. Wyatt, what discovery do you have?
I've given him everything I have.
You've given him everything you have?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when you're reading along this shit, it's like literally
This is a murder case, and you're telling me the only thing on discovery is a 4-page indictment?
I don't think he's saying that. I think he's saying he's giving you everything he has.
He ain't giving me no autopsy report. He ain't giving me no coroner's report. He ain't giving me.
Well, it may be that he doesn't have that. I don't know.
That's what I've been trying to get. He didn't give me pictures.
The judge didn't even know that it was a fucking murder case.
Of the crime scene.
You said,
I've seen
did they
other
give
people
up?
go to
Yeah,
trial
they did.
on murder charges.
They didn't give
I've
a
seen what you're
fuck.
supposed to
He's
get.
just
I'm
not even
going
talking.
to work with this attorney.
Well, you know,
this transcript is crazy.
It's not gonna happen.
You've got.
I'm not going to trial with this attorney.
Well, you've got two choices. One, you can go to trial with them, or two, you can try the case yourself. Now, I definitely completely think that's.
And I've got a right to have.
Wait a minute. Listen to me. That would be the biggest
This
mistake
guy
you ever
sucked my dick.
made in your life.
So basically, you're sitting here
What?
telling me
now you
you're
have
gonna
a
find me guilty if I go to trial and try to defend myself?
You're probably right. That would be my guess if you try to defend yourself. You don't know anything about selecting a jury, do you?
No.
Do you know anything about cross-examining witnesses?
No.
Do you know anything about criminal procedure?
I know I don't have to let.
Do you know anything?
This guy suck my.
Let me.
Yo.
Get some legal representation.
You know something? I'll be honest, Mr. Allen. I really don't believe that.
Well, I'm not concerned if you believe it or not.
But
I'm supposed to have a right to an attorney, and I'm not gonna work with this attorney.
Well, that's up to you.
So
I mean, it is kind of messed up. They were kind of forced this rapist attorney on him.
Myself in contempt if you try to pull me up here to court with that attorney.
That's fine. I mean, that's up to you. I told you what your choices are. You can go to trial.
I'm just telling you.
Listen to me.
I'll hold myself into contempt.
Listen to me.
You.
Listen to me.
Go yourself. I'm through here. Y'all done?
I'm finding you in contempt of court.
I don't care.
I know you don't, and I sentence you to 20 days for that. And if you say anything else, I'm gonna add 20 days for everything you say.
You.
40 days.
You again.
60.
Go yourself.
A year.
Your mama.
10 years.
Suck my.
You know something? This is gonna be an interesting.
Dude, this is crazy that this shit actually fucking
trial.
happened.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
You're not supposed to smile in court. You know that if you smile,
I can smile anytime I want.
It's a violation. Now you're cussing and yelling at me.
I have not cussed.
Yeah, you did.
I am yelling.
Well, go yourself. Suck my.
That's why I'm yelling.
Suck my.
You know something? You are absolutely the rudest person I think I've ever met.
You reckon if I let you suck my that I could get a fair trial here?
Oh, I don't think so.
I got a big now, and if I pull it out,
I don't think that's gonna get you a fair trial unless you have every one of the jurors do it.
I don't think that mouth is big enough.
Yo, this turned into a whole ass fucking porno
I've got
scene.
a big old donkey.
You know, I'm sure mine's not.
I've got a big old donkey for that ass.
Good. I'm sure the women love it.
I don't girls.
Oh no. I'm sorry.
I boys.
Oh, I'm sorry. You prefer men.
I boys.
You prefer men, right?
I white boys.
You white or black?
White boys.
Oh, butt boys?
With big butts.
Oh, of course. You know,
bro,
you look
what
like
the
a queer.
Well, okay, so now you're calling me a queer in the courtroom?
I didn't call you one. I said you looked like one.
You're yelling.
Do you understand the English language?
Wait, you're yelling, you're laughing.
Do you understand the English language?
This is kangaroo court, sir.
Do you know what? No, we're not in Australia.
I mean, if you want to suck my you can do it any time now. We can
Oh,
get this court
you're
ordered.
so smart.
Do we have to court order this?
You're so funny. You're so cute.
Can we get a court order to get my sucked, sir?
You're so cute. I know all the inmates.
I do remember seeing this fucking
Just
video.
love you to death.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I bet.
All the white butt boys love me to death, too.
The butt boys?
I'll bet they do. And I bet all the rest of them do, too.
You ain't supposed to smile in court.
I'll bet everybody enjoys sucking your
You ain't supposed to be smiling in court. That's a violation.
I can smile anytime my dadgum want too.
Now you're yelling at me again.
I am. I'm yelling.
You're getting mad.
Can you hear me?
You're shaking.
I am yelling at you.
Well, reckon you can suck my
Yelling.
Can you take a break?
Yelling.
Can you take a break?
I'm yelling at you.
Can you take a break?
Yelling.
Can I get my sucked?
This
Can
is
you hear
really
me?
like
Yelling.
in the
Can I get my
transcript and shit.
Yelling. Yelling.
Are you ready to suck now? Have you got it all out?
You know something?
You will, but you want me to you in the butt then, right?
Oh my goodness. You've got plenty of that over in jail.
I could see it in you when I came
Oh
in the
my
court.
God.
Okay, that's fine. You're gonna be here on. Let me tell you how this is gonna work. You're gonna be.
This shit is crazy because this shit goes on for 9 minutes. But let's switch gears. We back. Was he guilty of murder? I think he got acquitted. I'm pretty sure. But let's see this shit.
The situation is calm. Last night, protesters and state police once again clashed outside the detention center, arresting people after the mayor imposed a 9 p.m. curfew for the city. This is how New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill described
Oh wait, he was considered guilty? I got a different judge and was considered damn. So we got guilty for murder? Oh my God. Oh, I guess that's a little better. It went to the Supreme Court also, right?
Situation to my colleague, Reverend Al Sharpton, yesterday.
Oh yeah, I do remember that. But yeah, it's crazy how they're showing Mikey Sherrill on this motherfucker, and she's like, they're here to protest. They're protesting safely. Is there a movie on this shit? What the fuck? Oh yeah, I forgot this is what the guy looked like. Yo, what kind of backwood county ass fucking courtroom was this shit? God damn. This is like nightmare fent rotation or meth rotation, honestly.
Gonna tell
Wait, fuck.
And ICE.
Time to get serious. We serious for a second. Mikey Sherrill, governor of New Jersey, former Navy pilot, I believe. Right? Wasn't she in the Navy? She came out and she's speaking out against ICE, but at the same time sending the state police to beat the fuck out of people.
Going into the crowds, using batons against people, beating people who were on the ground.
Lady,
the situation
your fucking state police were doing the same thing.
Became more and more dangerous, and then ICE was surging personnel in. And I don't really have to tell your viewers why that would be a red line. We do not want to give ICE any excuse to get on the streets of New Jersey. We've seen how badly they do things in other states, up to and including killing American citizens.
Meanwhile, the message from DHS is order will prevail.
Bro, DHS made a fucking like music video of this
Josh
shit.
Einiger is on the ground in Newark for us. Also here with me is Paula Ramos, journalist. author,
Nah,
and
gang. What the fuck? Let's see. Oh, wait. I can't exit out of that shit. What the fuck? Man, it's a lot of craziness going on. It's a lot to even... Meanwhile, DHS posting shit about... Where's the video they literally just posted? They're proud of this. We saw this clip and DHS is literally proud of this shit, even though this was the state police. Oh my God. I don't know where the montage. Oh, here it is. Let's go. Yo, you know Gen X is loving this shit. The lead paint generation is fucking with this shit heavy. I think they told him to sit down after either beating him or shooting him, and then they pulled him away. Only a Gen Xer can love this shit. They see that and are like, yeah, brother, our country. We're protecting our country, fighting for freedom.
now contributors.
Stopping the white
Josh,
genocide.
how are things looking there?
Traffic behind me because we're on a very industrial stretch here in the city of Newark. And the street in front of Delaney Hall, which is sort of behind me, is blocked by barricades set up by the governor's state police, by the New Jersey State Police.
Yeah, so the state police is basically setting up barricades to barricade the protesters so they're separated from ICE. Because I guess in her mind, ICE is just like the state police is just beating the fuck out of you and then arresting you. But ICE is apparently beating the fuck out of you and or killing you.
You know, that curfew that Newark Mayor Ras Baraka put into effect last night at 9 o'clock for the foreseeable future, they said, it involved the block behind me and moving those barricades, which, by the way, were not taken down this morning when that curfew officially came to an end. So I think the question and the hope, Chris, is that because you really, at this point, can't get to that facility if you're not visiting someone who's...
Yeah, so the people that are in Delaney Hall are facing like very, this shit is a slave labor camp. They're having slave labor. They're literal slaves in this motherfucker. Like, don't y'all think it's one thing? It's terrible enough to be arrested by ICE and immigration and then be sent to a camp. It's a whole nother thing to be sent to a camp, be forced to work on, what are they even fucking working on? And then on top of it, you're getting fed like food with worms in it and shit. And like they keep the lights on 24/7. They're literally torturing these people and making them work. All right, let's check out Democracy Now! I want to see if they talk about the labor.
Show in New Jersey, as today marks 11 days since an estimated 300 immigrants detained at the Delaney Hall, Newark ICE jail began a hunger and labor strike.
They're literally doing a hunger and labor strike. They're being fed bullshit. And then, like, you could literally see them in here. It's literally a slave industrial complex. It's like, it's prison because obviously it's the Geo Group. So that's like a paid for-profit prison. And if I were to guess, I don't know for certain. I seen something about an 18-year-old taken into ICE custody, and every night they would wake him up and make him translate because he spoke several languages. He's been in custody for 2 years? What the
demanding their
fuck?
immediate release. Protesters and organizers continued to gather near the massive jail over the weekend after New Jersey State Police imposed a barricade about a half-mile long.
Yeah, that story you just said, they do that on the regular. Ricardo Hernandez Navarrete spent over 2 months at ICE custody after being arrested alongside, I think this is the guy.
Difficult part about being detained.
Oh no, I don't know if that's the guy because I don't know if he's a translator.
Around Delaney's Hall perimeter.
That's a crazy ass story,
Activists
though.
denounced New Jersey Governor Mikey Sherrill for deploying state police with officers.
They don't say this on MS Now, and this is very important. They don't talk about the fact that the protesters are basically denouncing Mikey Sherrill.
Riot gear reportedly beating up protesters. Newark Mayor Ras Baraka has imposed a nightly curfew around Delaney Hall until further notice. There were reports of more arrests Sunday night as some protesters defied the curfew. Mayor Baraka's announcement Sunday came after another weekend of clashes between protesters and law enforcement. Democracy Now!'s Maria Taracena was on the ground and spoke to several people. This is Sally Pillay, a mutual aid advocate with Eyes on ICE, New Jersey. She described the chaotic scene as state police swarmed the protest outside Delaney Hall Saturday night.
There was no announcement. There was nothing. It just came.
When you pull up to a protest and it becomes curfew, that shit is scary as fuck, not gonna lie.
Of,
you know that's when they're gonna beat the fuck out of you.
Mounted horses, flashbangs, tear gas, smoke bombs. That was just one after the other, and there was just no sense.
This is crazy, but if you're in the Northeast, I definitely recommend trying to get to Delaney Hall and seeing it all for yourself. But there's some more stuff that I want to cover. We've covered this for a long time. I want to talk about the sad state of affairs with fucking Jake Lang. We talked about how he pulled up to the ICE protest. He's also having a free Chud the Builder rally with whitereplacement.org. He just bought the fucking the domain for that.
Guys, I've just been released from jail after 10 days.
Okay. Nigga, you just got released from jail and this is what you decide to do with your free will? You literally are like bragging about it too? I just got released from jail and now I'm supporting white supremacy, whitereplacement.org. Check out my website and free Chud the Builder. Man, what? You're supposed to go to jail and maybe get a new lease on life. I feel like this proves that jail does not rehabilitate people. It honestly might make you worse.
Solitary confinement, and we're still saying free Chud. Our brother has been left behind bars. His bond is exorbitant, $1.25 million, and
his bond is exorbitant.
Murderer of Austin Metcalf, only $250,000. This is two-tier justice.
Dude, because Chud the Builder was going around harassing people and is an active danger for the fucking public.
And we cannot allow it to stand. That's why today I'm announcing a July 4th brawl, a charity boxing match between me and Antifa leader Dave the Viking. All pros.
Who the fuck is Dave the Viking? And why is Dave the Viking? If they're an Antifa leader, why the fuck are they funding? The moment rehabilitation is attempted in prison-sized jails, people get pissed that you're trying to treat inmates humanely. Nah, that's true. I mean, look at the whole situation with Delaney Hall. Fox News and DHS is really trying to like demonize these protesters because we're not treating these people with actual humane, like treating them humanely. Yo, how is he boxing? How are you? What? Hung out with PF. Oh wait, this is they met for the first time. They be pulling up on the regular now. I remember the most recent one.
Oh, really? What's your name, brother?
Ian.
Ian, nice to meet you. Thomas,
Pleasure to meet you.
Why does every Christian nationalist dress like they're in fucking 1930? And then the Patriot Front dudes are like mad goofy.
We're with the New Columbia movement.
Yes, we are.
You want to flyer? Hey,
I would love to.
Nice to meet Chris. Was that Ryan? Nice to meet you, Ryan. That's my middle name.
Yo, they're literally shaking hands like, yo, pulling up, they literally look like they're about to have an orgy or some shit after with all these dudes.
Oh, really? Yes. I like your hat, sir. Is that a Stetson?
No, it's Cavender's.
I have a Cavender's hat. I like y'all's pins.
Look, they're literally about to kiss.
Thomas Rousseau, founder, leader.
They yearn for they got this dude in like this is like a special edition. What type of hat is this even? It's almost like a fedora, but it's
You've
not
organized
a
a
fedora.
Patriot Front.
Nice.
Oh, and the coon skin.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I was talking about you.
Yeah, I
love it.
Very nice.
Bro said in the coon skin. They all started laughing.
I was dressed sharp, man. The sharpest one's dressed down here.
Bro, and he said, I'm talking about you, but there was a black dude there. They thought he was talking about him.
Is this all your fellas?
No, the rest are out over there. Actually, I don't know if you can see them.
I've seen y'all's website.
Yo, that's wild. They want to live in the industrial. For real. They like this dude is literally dressed like a newsie.
I appreciate it.
Slick design.
We got a newsie over here, Davy Crockett, and then the Patriot Front is dressed like Boogaloo boys, like they're about to storm the Capitol.
On Telegram. We don't agree about everything, but it's all right.
Oh, yeah.
I think y'all do good things.
Thank you. I actually conduct the rallies for Florida, so we have a good bit of rallies down there. Abortion.
Of course, y'all got Christian nationalist rallies in Florida.
And we've been doing some volunteer work now as well. Like
y'all protest like the drag things.
We haven't found any.
Great work. Thank you for doing
In Florida, you haven't found any.
Not for the kids.
This abortion center in Orlando.
Well, hey, it's all the same. I mean, it's all nasty. So hey, it's probably.
Oh, they're sitting here bonding over wanting to stop abortion. Yeah, this really reminds me of this shit. Except this dude is literally like, because he's Jewish, people don't even be counting him as white sometimes.
Me and Antifa leader Dave the Viking. All proceeds will go to getting my...
Why? If you're an Antifa leader, Dave the Viking, why the fuck are you fighting for proceeds to help Chud the Builder get out of jail? You're obviously not anti-fascist.
Brother Chud
that
out.
sounds pretty pro-fascist. Yes, he does. He does, but then I remember him bringing it up before and says that he was like proud Jewish. It's kind of interesting.
We need to stand up and get Chud out.
We need to stand up and get Chud out. He was like, this dude went to Israel and shit. Updates from Jane. Oh yeah, because he was like, I remember he was doing a hunger strike himself. He says, I went to show support at Chud the Builder's $1.25 million bond hearing and was arrested and thrown in maximum he could sentence me to of 10 days to solitary confinement by the judge. I was nodding my head in agreement to a video of Chud during an interview. This is what he says. I was also told by Sergeant Hawley today that my request for a kosher diet was denied and that he would put me on suicide watch if I refused to eat, which is basically naked torture in a cell alone for 10 days. So he still abides by a strict kosher diet. So I don't understand why he's like being this Nazi shit. This is him. This is him back in the day. Yeah, he was burning the Talmud. He might honestly be Mossad. Cause like he yo, why APAC tracker posted this shit? Yeah, there's a picture of him kissing the wall too. Is this his suicide watch? Is awful, but it's not for torture. Bro, he said torture was just being in jail, but he was literally making a scene. He be sig heiling and shit. What the fuck? Is he back at Delaney Hall burning a pride flag? Jake Lang is back by the Delaney Hall. This is 30 minutes ago in Newark, and Jake attempted to burn few pride flags. Man, and people wonder why we celebrate fucking Pride Month. It's because it's crazy fucking lunatics like this. It can be demeaning, feel less human sometimes, but it's not naked torture. Imagine being Jewish and trying to join a Nazi group knowing you. He doesn't even know that he's being rejected. They just posted in the comments. Honestly, like, I'm not even trying to be mean. I saw this picture of I didn't know this was Jake Lang. I saw this just on the timeline. I thought this was like a pride parade like thing. I didn't know this was Jake Lang burning a pride flag. You really pulled up to Delaney on a U-Haul to burn a fucking pride flag? Bruh, he's so mentally deficient that he can't even figure out how to burn this shit.
Jake, don't do it. Come on, man, don't do it. Oh, Jake, come on, man. Jake, have you legally touched a vagina in your life?
It seems like he's pushing the agenda. Besides saying the F slur, fuck that nigga. It doesn't even make sense because he literally said that he wants a white country and he's afraid of white replacement. But what about all the white gay people? Yo, now he's supporting Pride Month. But like, doesn't Israel claim to be pro-gay? That's the question. They don't actually have like I don't think that they legalize gay marriage either. So when tell me when he does this, it doesn't look like he's celebrating Pride. He's like flying it in the wind and shit.
Get these homos out! Get these people out! They're the ones bringing in.
Who the fuck is filming this shit? Yo, he's doing this for an audience of 3 people. Oh my God. Yeah, it's like super LARP at this point. He's on top of a fucking U-Haul. There's only 3 people there. The flag is burning, but it looks like he's waving it around and he's part of a pride parade. Bro, he needs to watch out. He'll get his ass beat again. You can marry outside and then they recognize it, which they used to act like they were pro. So you can marry in a different country and then come back and then they'll recognize it, but they don't allow it. Yo, all the comments are always like super crazy.
This is a message to the deep state. You are not allowed to treat us without the force.
He did litter on camera. He's been arrested so many times. I don't even understand how he's not fucking in jail.
Amendment. We all have equal rights in America. Just because Chud is white does not mean his bond needs to be 5
Gang, I don't think that it was because he's white. I think it's because he's an actual danger to the... Yo, he got arrested for shrooms again, too, in his last U-Haul.
times higher. That's disgusting. We need a free Chud. And right here, guys, go and donate right now. That's how you can do right now to help out, get him out. Please. Stand up and support.
Nah, we need to keep Chud inside there. And that's what I wonder too. How the fuck? That's why I think he's Mossad. Because it's like, how does he have money to go to the Chud the Builder thing and then go to the it could be donations, I'm guessing, with the he's probably stealing, embezzling the Chud donations and shit. How do we even know that the donations are going to Chud? Because most like legit donation places will at least show you receipts that they spent money for this. It's $1.2 million. There's no way that they're making this money, gang. Like, what the fuck?
Chud the Builder.
Yeah, I'm sure he's getting donations, but part of me thinks that he's like, for his actual thing that isn't Chud the Builder, part of me thinks that he's not getting like actual donations from real white supremacists. Because they don't even, in the comments, they be spamming that he's not even fucking, like, white.
The deep state lost. Miscalculation. This is how we do it in Trump country. Yo, Jake, can you guys... This is how we do it in Trump country.
Yeah, I can see this being funded by Peter Thiel, honestly. This is such a sad protest.
God is good. We will stop the invaders. Ice, ice, baby. Send ice into every city!
Yo, they have to be on some crazy stimulants. He's the most unwhite by white standards. Brown hair. That's what I'm saying. Like, they barely even consider him white, especially when they found out he's Jewish.
Get the invaders out! And the white replacement!
Is this like a grift, or do y'all think that they're serious about this? Because this is so disturbingly sad that I almost kind of feel bad for them.
Antifa! They're a terrorist organization! Great job, police officers! Thank you! Thank you! God bless America!
Yeah, so they have like MAGA people that are getting helped by a lot of the MAGA people that are pulling up to this protest are being helped also. Like Cam Higbee, who literally is behind the police lines and ran inside the facility. Griff, the dude doesn't even have straight views about his religion. That's what I mean. I don't even fucking know. Cause like proximity to whiteness is so weird now that like a lot of like Latino people that are white passing are pretty white will consider themselves white. This is an indie film about a German musician who left Germany during the rise of Hitler and comes back after the end of World War II to face demons. So it has a really interesting... Oh wait, is this on 2x speed? Oh, okay.
This is the American Forces Network in Frankfurt. You've been listening to the Tiger Ray.
Oh yeah, I think I've heard of this movie before. This looks sick though. Ganger, what's the word? We're looking at this little segue for this this indie German film that Chatter What's Up 2321 had put in real fast. about after World War II.
Father make a great double act.
This shit does look sick.
Sie haben so wundervoll über die Musik unseres Großvaters geschrieben wie sonst niemand.
Ist der berühmteste lebende Wagnerianer der Welt?
Sie meinen nach dem Ableben eines gewissen Adolf Hitler.
This whole trip was a terrible idea.
Herr Professor Mann, Sie haben Deutschland im Jahr 1933 verlassen. Was antworten Sie denjenigen, die Sie des Verrats oder mangelnder Solidarität beschuldigen?
Vielleicht seine letzte Reise.
It's in black and white too. This shit artsy as fuck.
Papa. Wo ist das?
Nah, this does look sick. This makes me want to definitely watch this.
Dass unsere Existenz symbolisch wird, so haben wir uns diesem Schicksal zu stellen. Nun also, ich stelle mich.
Gut.
Yo, Mubi be having low-key fire shit. It's not like Tubi. It's like the opposite. But yeah, speaking of fascists, we got Cam Higbee, who literally was documenting everything and is like a right-wing like influencer / agitator. And then he sprays the crowd and then ran into the ICE facility. That's how you know the government is complicit and is funding these influencers.
Dude, not worth it.
Yo. This is why you gotta bring an umbrella to this shit.
Dude, not worth it.
He said it's not worth it and sprayed someone.
No, we gotta go. Time to go.
Is that his security? Also, too, isn't it? That's like assault. Bro was literally spraying people that were like further back. How the fuck are you allowed to do that? This is the Delaney Hall protest in New Jersey. Basically, this right-wing influencer just randomly sprayed the crowd with yeah, that is assault with pepper spray. And then he has security here too.
Not worth it. No, we gotta go.
Dude, imagine being this much of a cuck. Like you go, you get your guard card or whatever, you have your license to carry, and you literally could possibly die defending a motherfucking right-wing influencer, YouTuber, slop-tuber. Yeah, this is good. He's moving like Jack Dorothy, the Muppet, hiding. Literally. Wait, is this sped up? This is regular speed. Yo, bro got pelted. Yeah, they are. Dude, the UK, yes, the UK and Europe is on a far right bench. I'm gonna look at that shit. I didn't know they had this dude hiding behind a fucking thing. And then they took him inside the ICE facility, gang. He was literally working with the government.
You told rapist protected pieces of shit! Fuck off!
Bruh. Yo, timeout. Was that a Gucci flip-flop? Okay, no, it's not. Alright, let's see. This is a good segue because I want to talk about the UK also.
We're going down to exactly the same fate which destroyed the greatest civilization in the world.
Yeah, we needed to as a society.
Before the modern age, the civilization of ancient Greece, when you had in quite a small area a number of city-states hating each other, fighting each other, tearing and destroying each other. And that wonderful thing which it presents,
Yeah, bro.
our literature.
I can already tell by the imagery and what he's saying that it's moving into motherfucking. Let's see.
Incredible beauty which has adorned the ages ever since. That wonder of Greece was destroyed because they could not.
Yeah, this is Sir Oswald Mosley, a British aristocrat and politician. He founded the British Union of Fascists. His own idea of European fascism. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how back in the day they used to like just straight out say they were fascists. Now they have to put like a different name there.
They quarreled over small, ridiculous little things. Like we've quarreled with the Germans about, like we quarreled before with the French about.
I definitely, y'all check out this video. I can't watch the whole thing because it's a little bit long and shit because it's 4 minutes. But you get the gist. They use the imagery with like Greece and shit like that. And it's wild. The guy was on Peaky. That guy, wait, he was? Like they had him like his character in there, right? But there's a reason why I wanted to talk about that shit. Damn. Because Europe is definitely moving on some yeah, it's not looking good for Hassan Piker. He recently just got banned from fucking the UK. Him and his uncle. They both got their visas revoked. It is kind of Inception watching a stream of a stream. Wait, fuck. This is the wrong.
Mauricio Antunes here.
Wrong account. Yo, Newsom just endorsed fucking Bass? The fuck is going on?
Left-wing YouTube pundit Cenk Uygur banned from entering the UK. Yeah, it's... Okay, well, I didn't want to talk about...
I'm gonna watch the whole thing eventually. It was just a little slow and it's kind of long. Yeah, they banned his ETA.
But
basically, when you go to the US, like when you're from the US and you go to the UK, you don't need technically a visa. You need an ETA. Like last time when I went to London in November, I got an ETA, which is like, it's like an electronic or I forget if it's electronic or expedited. You pay $30 and then they basically clear you ahead of time. So then when you pull up there, you don't need a visa. But if you don't qualify for an ETA and they revoke it, then you have to get a full scale visa. But it's not looking good for him. He got banned. And his uncle.
We just found out. Yes, I will not be going as it stands.
And this isn't even the reform government. This is the fucking this is the Labour Party. Keir Starmer, who's supposed to be motherfucking like they're supposed to be liberal.
I don't believe that I'll be able to go to the United Kingdom this upcoming week. I don't know who to reach out for this. I was supposed to do something with Yanis Varoufakis, do something with Zach Polanski, do something with Jeremy Corbyn, do something at the Oxford Union, and now the Labour government has revoked our visas. Go to Ireland. Okay, guys, it's not about being in the vicinity of the UK.
But this shit is like scary too, because it's like it shows you, and this is just because of what they said about Israel. They banned their shit. So you could talk shit about the king, you could talk shit about the prime minister, you could talk shit about MPs, but as soon as it comes to talking shit about Israel, you can't even enter the country. And it's like, this shit low-key has me kind of shook because I like going to the UK, man. Like, I like London and shit. Like, I feel like they're going to clap my ass. Like, pause. But, like, they're going to clap my ass if they find out my full name and shit. They're probably going to ban me from the UK just from shit that I post. Europeans colonized half the planet from non-European third worlders. We can go anywhere they want, whenever they want, but God forbid the African guy or Indian guy or anyone who's brown skin do the same to them. Yes, then they start tripping, and you'll have like Tommy Robinson or be having these fucking like crazy ass restore Britain or whatever rallies.
Was supposed to do in the UK. Yeah, a sad state of affairs where obviously the interests of Israel take the highest priority.
Like I don't know if it's they might be a little hyperbolic in them saying banned, but it is revoked their their visas. Basically, I mean, it's kind of a visa, but it's not a full visa. You know what it is. It's an ETA. It's basically just like a express visa. And then you have to possibly apply for an actual visa, and they'll see you on a case-by-case basis. Wait, did they only take away his ETA? I think it's valid for 6 months, and maybe he can apply for a regular visa instead. It's not like, I don't think it's like they didn't officially say, but then also groups were asking for him to not be allowed in the country. That's why they're calling it a ban. But yeah, I'm not sure if it's a hard ban, but obviously it's kind of a ban if you can't get into the country.
They revoked my visa as well. It's a 40-minute flight is what I meant. Politicians fly over there all the time for press stuff. Dude, what are you talking about? I had like actual things to do in the UK. It's so funny. You guys are like, dude, just swim across the canal, take a boat and enter illegally. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to risk getting deported and not entry into the country for 10 years.
This is crazy. Like, I don't, who's more cucked, the UK or the US when it comes to Israel policy? So I'm guessing they got Zionist group, like a pack of England and Australia. Yeah, they did. I forget who it was. Zionist groups say don't let Hassan into UK. I remember seeing this like a week ago. Damn, this is on New York Times. Yeah, they denied both of them. They did not say they had barred Senkin and Hassan, but said their presence may not be conducive to public good. Britain said on Monday that it had blocked entry to two prominent American commentators, his Cenk Uygur, aka Hassan's uncle from Young Turks, and Hassan, because of their potential risks to British society, a decision that came amid debate about limits of free speech in the country. The British Home Office, which manages border control, said in an email statement that authorizations of two American commentators have been canceled because their presence in America may not be conducive to public good. Yo. Nah, this is crazy. This is what they denied entry to Ye also. But Hassan must also consider his opinions, because if he is banned from everything, his opinions will no longer be heard. Yeah, that's the hard thing about this shit. It's like, it's tricky. I mean, like, you'll be able to have free speech in the US because look at Jake Lang, but like you said, like, but there's no way of really sugarcoating it. They need to get their own Hassan. We heard him to be heard here anyways. Yeah, like, you mean like the UK needs to get their own Hassan? I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of like, I mean, there is a lot of forces in the UK that are kind of preventing complete free speech. Because if you talk about Palestine action, don't you get arrested? I never thought Hassan Piker would ever be considered a political. It's crazy. But it's like, at the end of the day, I feel like they consider him that, even though he's like a Twitch streamer, you just turn into a political leader when you're just talking about shit that matters. Yeah, a Jewish protection group in Britain, the Community Security Trust, said in an email on Monday that had welcomed the decision to block Hassan Piker. While criticism of Israel is completely entirely legitimate, Piker has a record of going far beyond robust or controversial political speech, the group said, adding his language risks fueling anti-Semitism. Bro, what? So obviously then, like, at what point is criticizing Israel, and at what point are you going to weaponize that and say that it's causing anti-Semitism? Not to say that there isn't. Like, there obviously is anti-Semitism. You see all those Nazis on fucking X and shit like that. And sometimes people be getting out of line when they be like criticizing the Israeli government and conflating Jewish people, especially in America, like Jewish Americans and Israel in general. But I personally feel that part of the reason why that shit happens is because we got groups like AIPAC that are saying that Jewish Americans are loyal to Israel, and that's why they need an Israeli state. So it's like a catch-22. At a time of record levels of anti-Semitism in the UK, it is right that this has been recognized and addressed. David Taylor, a lawmaker from the governing Labour Party in Britain, also supported the decision to bar Piker, writing on social media on Monday, "There's no reason to open our doors to those who speak seek to spread hate and division. This could be bad. This could honestly be very bad. But two high-profile figures of the British left who have been critical of Israel, Zach Polanski, the Green Party, and Jeremy Corbyn, who now heads an upstart leftist party, condemned the mood. In a post on social media, Mr. Corbyn called it an attack on their freedom to criticize Israel. Britain has attracted criticism from American thinkers on both the right and the left. Yeah, we didn't need to prove anything, literally. We just needed to take action against these criminals. I feel like people who practice the Jewish faith should be vocal and just condemn the actions of Israel to make this separate. They have been. I mean, I can speak. I mean, like, you got Zach Polanski, who's literally Jewish in the Green Party, who's like one of the biggest opponents of Israel in the UK. So I feel like that's someone who's very vocal. In the US, we do have people that are speaking out that are more like protesting very loudly. I know in New York, which has a huge Jewish population, they be out there. We got Jewish Voice for Peace, which is like outside and got arrested in mass protesting Chuck Schumer and Kristen Gillibrand the other day. And I mean, in the UK, you got Zach Polanski, which is like one of the biggest like opponents of Israel, basically, in the Green Party. So I mean, they're definitely speaking out. I feel like the thing is, you got moneyed interest in like AIPAC and like other like Israeli lobby groups that are kind of like making it seem a lot more. Exactly. They don't get highlighted in the media because, of course, they don't get highlighted because they're grassroots. So we're literally up against motherfucking like billion-dollar fucking groups that are basically flooding the airwaves. But this literally just came out now. A possible election interference in LA County. The fuck is going on in my city, gang?
Thank you. An investigation is now underway after somebody set a ballot drop box on fire in downtown Los Angeles.
Officials.
Never mind. This happens every fucking week.
They're also looking into vandalism at a Long Beach vote center. We've got Mario live.
It was Spencer Pratt.
What we know so far. Mario.
Good morning. As candidates make their final push ahead of tomorrow's primary election, we can tell you that the county is investigating two separate incidents as possible in election interference. And let's start here in downtown LA. This is the drop.
I mean, like these fucking a lot of these, like, obviously when you have Israel, which is like a whole country that has, you know, a lot of backing from American interests, you have these groups that are multinational. Like, they're not like the same people who fund AIPAC are the same people like Miriam Adelson. She's not just going to stop at fucking funding AIPAC in America. They're going to exactly the billionaire class, the Epstein class. They're going to fund that shit in the UK. They're going to fund that shit wherever they can. Because at the end of the day, they just want our countries to be cucked. And it's like an international cuckoldry. Like, it's not just like in one country. It's all related, though. It's an international struggle against fascism. It's the same tactics that are taught to police by the IDF to American police are taught, you know, by like those same tactics by the British police. And we're all getting cucked, man. And it's kind of funny, though, because it's like we're cucked to Israel / Israel's cucked to us. And then the UK is cucked to the US and it's cucked to Israel. So it's like a whole weird ass relationship. We got a love triangle going on. It is, unfortunately.
The official ballot drop box where election officials say ballot.
This reminds me, I need to drop. Even people like Alana Glazer are speaking out. Yeah, that's true. Big ass Alana. I feel like if y'all seen Broad City, I feel like one of the Broad Cities that y'all should watch is where she takes a birthright trip to Israel. She literally was talking about Israel, mad. That shit was probably like 2016, where she goes to the birthright trip and then they don't even get to Israel because they were like confused as fuck. And then like they were on the plane and then they realized that like the birthright trip is really just like a breeding program for people to fuck like IDF soldiers. Yeah, she's been talking about it. I feel like she's been vocal. Y'all check out Broad City. The billionaire class does need to be regulated, but they're going to fight in every single way to stop that shit.
Were damaged by
I feel like California is the battleground for this shit with the current election. And this reminds me that I need to look at the polls. The fuck is my playlist? California is funny as fuck because we're a day before our primaries. This is one of the most, if you're in California, this might be one of the most important motherfucking elections. I know everyone says that every single time, but we can literally look at Javier Becerra and like every single time his photo pops up on fucking X, it's him taking a fucking $1 billion Epstein class companies. It's him taking a billionaire fucking like some billionaire money. This is all his endorsements so far. McDonald's. Every time. Yeah. The ratification of execution of Palestinian prisoners, describing them as animals, mocking the killing of children. There's a lot of fucking crimes. And that's why it pissed me off the other day seeing like Smotrich, which is like literally the financial minister that talks about all the things you mentioned and is a proponent for that law of executing Palestinian prisoners. And he's wanted by the ICC. He was literally in the Israel Day parade yesterday in New York City. That shit pissed me off. But yeah, we got Javier Becerra taking 249. The reason why this is important and why I could put back and talk about this shit in the California race, we're literally the 4th biggest economy in the world in California. There's a lot of shit that we control. And if this dude gets in charge of this shit, it could be literally really bad. On top of the fact that, like, I've met Steyer before, and he literally talked about how he wants to divest teachers' pensions from Israel and Israel-backed companies. So I feel like he's definitely the right choice. Becerra has not made any such choice. He just goes wherever the fuck the money wants to go. Yeah, no, that's 1,000%. Anyone that supports that shit is fucking out of their mind. But yeah, the new polls are showing California head to head. Oh wait, this is a new poll? Oh no. Oh no. This is bad. Yo, this is bad. A head-to-head Tom Steyer? Well, I mean, that's not too bad. We need to look at the poll today. What the fuck? These people are literally backers of Friends of the IDF and one of the biggest founders of the IDF. So basically, it's like the equivalent of AIPAC sending him money. It's all connected. Like, all this shit is literally connected. These same people that fund this shit be funding the IDF, like Larry Ellison and shit. And them. And they're the biggest, like, owners of the water in California, and the reason why we have a lot of droughts, too. Pistachio family. Yeah, bro has enough fucking corporate sponsors to have a Bro, why are y'all there for Becerra? He's such a charisma suck. That's what I'm saying. It's in every part of our life in the Western world. I mean, I know for certain in the US and the UK, we be going through the same shit. Bro be weaponizing his standpoint epistemology, gang. This is wild. Governor! I've never seen a group of people, like, we make fun of conservatives that vote for your worst interests. Like, you literally be voting for the opposite of your best interest. Everyone in this room is voting for the opposite of their best interest. Governor! All right, Governor. Bro, we might be cooked, gang. He got paid by Meta, paid by DaVita Kidney Care, paid by Airbnb. Yeah, no, that's facts. Especially the billionaire class that support them. He got maxed out by Kalshi, Airbnb, and Genentech. But yeah, the new California poll, though, because, like, who's going to be in charge of the 4th biggest economy? Becerra pulled up at 28, and then Steyer has 22. Still Hilton has 21. Chad Bianco has 12. Yeah, it seems that the undecideds are basically coalescing around Steyer and Becerra. I don't know why Matt Mahan and Katie Porter are still in this shit.
Decision 2026 and California's primary takes place tomorrow. This as a new poll shows more change at the top. This is in the race for California governor.
Today in the base, Bob Riddell is following it all from our newsroom this morning. Republican Steve Hilton now down in third place.
You are correct. Good morning to Marcus and Laura. That is
Steve Hilton now in third place. That means Republicans are going to get locked out because the way that the California primary is, it's open, so anyone could vote.
Yes, Emerson College released this poll over the weekend. It shows for the first time 2 Democrats may be leading the race for California governor.
Damn, why they got Tom looking like this is crazy.
Shows Democrat Javier Becerra in the lead with 28% of support from likely voters. Democrat Tom Steyer in second place with 22%. And Republican Steve Hilton in a close third, neck and neck with support from 21% of likely voters. This is slightly different than a Berkeley IGS poll also released over the weekend. That's a nonpartisan survey.
Margin of error is 2%. So Steve Hilton and Tom Steyer are very close. Man, if you in California, make sure y'all fucking vote.
This time with 25%, but Republican Hilton is in second, according to that poll, with 21%, with Democrats.
He's within the margin of error,
19%. Though. Those top 3 candidates in the polls, they campaigned here in the Bay Area over the weekend. Becerra, who's the former U.S. Secretary of Health and Human Services, made a stop in San Francisco and San Jose, told us he's treating this race like he's the underdog, not taking his first place standing in the polls for granted. Billionaire and philanthropist Tom.
No matter how hard I try to understand the reason for the conflict, I literally find nothing but criminals killing unarmed people. And that we as Americans, if we don't take action, that's true. And it's the worst part is when you do take action, there's so many forces that are thrown against you, whether it be motherfucking like AIPAC or like the government or advocacy groups basically calling you anti-Semitic. So people are afraid to speak out. But at the end of the day, you gotta fucking stick to your morals. And even though sometimes it feels lonely and it might feel a little crazy, or I don't know, you might feel like you're the only person in your friend group. I mean, like, I know most of y'all probably don't feel that way, but sometimes I feel like, yeah, they're not. I feel like I be the person that I know in my friend group that be going the hardest when it comes to protesting this shit. So sometimes you feel a little crazy and discouraged, but it's like you're doing the right things when you speak out. Even if it feels kind of crazy and it feels like people are trying to get you, don't stop speaking out on this shit.
Tom Steyer, he visited SF where he pushed for the billionaire tax to improve schools. And
it's crazy. We must abandon our selfishness. Exactly. Especially if we're fucking Americans, because it's like, there's no reason why we should be spending this much money on, like, I feel like in a way that we could frame it, so like the average American, maybe like a conservative, like it seems like this is an issue that everyone can get around in America that we can agree on. I feel like there's 2 things that we can all agree on. Number 1, fuck data centers and AI. Maybe not the use of AI, because you know those boomers be using the fuck out of that shit. But number 2 is sending money to Israel. If we just frame it like that, I feel like we can make a real difference in this. Which actually brings up my point, which is mad interesting. But the only candidate in the whole California state that doesn't take money is wild. The only candidate that's a House member in the state of California for the U.S. House that doesn't take AIPAC money is my congresswoman. She's running. This is her. She the GOAT. She's trying to upseat in California's 34th district. She's the only one. People talk about how progressive California is, but don't you feel like it's kind of crazy that there's only one fucking congressperson in the whole state that doesn't take AIPAC money, that won't take AIPAC money?
While Donald Trump is terrorizing our city, kidnapping our friends and neighbors, kicking us off our health care, why is our member of Congress funded by Trump's biggest donors and voting for—
He's literally, this is my congressman. He's funded by AIPAC. And I want him out. I voted already and I voted him out. But it's like, California isn't as progressive as y'all think. Angela Gonzalez Torres could become the first congresswoman to not take AIPAC money in the state. That's how you know we're cooked.
Our city, our country, our democracy is strongest when we stand up and fight back. I'm Angela Gonzalez Torres, I'm running for Congress because
Yo,
LA deserves.
Honestly, there's so many. And the thing that pisses me off is not only is there current traitors in the government, but think about all the people that like up until like Cory Booker or like I can't even think of many off the top of my head that are basically saying like, yo, now we're not going to take any fucking any corporate PACs at all or any PAC money. All those people that are on that need to go. They need to fucking go.
Serves a fighter. Today, I am proud to say our grassroots campaign is endorsed by Justice Democrats. I feel the urgency of this moment as ICE is tearing our families apart.
I don't know why at the building I work at, a lot of my coworkers are all Hispanic, and before Trump got elected, they were pro-Republicans. Wait, so are they not Republican anymore? And that means they were pro-Trump, or they were pro-Republican also? Also, like, if you don't mind me asking, what state are you in? Because then that could play a big difference too. But I know in like Florida and shit, where I used to live in South Florida, like it was super conservative, but that's kind of known. Like Cubans be super conservative. When I talk to them, they're all still like pro-Republican, but they hate Trump. Are you in Texas then? That sounds like some Texas shit. You're probably in Texas, I'm guessing.
So we can just talk normal, or sometimes I like to look at the cameras for fun. So, yeah.
Oh, in New Jersey? What the fuck? Wait. I mean, I guess it makes sense. I think that it could be like a man thing. Like it could be a lot of Hispanic, but it could be, if it's Hispanic men, I think it's men in general. Because I think that like overall Trump got a good percentage of Hispanic men, but I think that was like the right. It is like, yeah, it's a toxic masculinity thing. I also think it's like a fucking, like an internet thing. Maybe they might be too old, like Gen X or some shit like that. But it's like just like I feel like men as a whole, maybe in the past like couple years have been turning to the right. And it's kind of weird. They just think that it's like manly and cool and to be right wing, which is hella dumb because they live the opposite of like, a lot of them are like super Christian too. Oh, they're old as hell. Yeah, so they probably be on that Christian shit. They probably be in like prayer groups or something, or like some type of church that be pushing them to be a little on some far right shit, or just like socially conservative. But then again, they live in New Jersey though, so it's all good as long as it's not in the swing state or some shit. Because it sucks that you have to deal with that shit. But at the end of the day, though, as long as there's a lot of people like that in blue states. California has some too,
Healthcare.
not as much though.
And Steve Hilton, the former Fox News host, spoke in San Carlos about the need to lower the cost of living. Again, the primary is tomorrow. You can drop your ballot off in an official ballot drop box.
Tomorrow is California and New Jersey's results for the primaries. So I'm going to be on in the morning, and then I'm going to stream the whole entire like primaries tomorrow night. I'm going to be streaming the results for California and New Jersey.
Anytime before the polls close at 8 o'clock on Tuesday. Poll workers in the South Bay and San Jose, they are already at work counting ballots.
Yeah, if you in New Jersey, though, make sure to vote. Make sure to vote. If you in California, make sure to vote, too. Let's see the mayor polls. I voted for Nithya Raman, by the way. DSA backed Democratic Socialists.
To advance to the general election in November. Our Macy Jenkins is live in Pico Union with how the top candidates are making these final days count. Macy.
Hi, Kathy. Well, we're busy. We actually moved to Silver Lake because we wanted to make sure we caught up with all of the candidates. This race for mayor of Los Angeles is tightening as we get closer to Election Day. Polling back in March found that 26% of voters were undecided. Now that's down to just 10%. Bass, Raman, and Pratt have
Spencer Pratt better not motherfucking win this shit. I'll be cooked.
To make their final pitches to Angelenos who are still weighing their options. LA Mayor Karen Bass with the ball in her court Sunday, leading in the polls as she vies to hold on to her seat at the head of the country's second biggest city of nearly 4 million people.
We in desperate straits right now. We might have a fucking reality star, or we might have an establishment Democrat that sucks.
welcoming, raise up our economy, and fix our infrastructure. We've laid a great foundation over 3 years, and now we need to bring it home.
Mayor Bass has a swath of endorsements from top Democrats, including outgoing California
I can't
Governor
believe Gavin Newsom endorsed her, man. What the fuck?
Former Vice President Kamala Harris, and both of California's U.S. Senators, Adam Schiff and Alex Padilla.
Damn, she got stupid endorsements.
We want somebody that has proven and delivered versus somebody who has a lot of theory and wonderful ideas.
It's true. They all serve corporations, or they serve fucking APAC and corporations.
The city needs to have the job done, and then there's a guy that functions in fantasy world.
The latest poll of likely voters from UC.
Yeah, Spencer Pratt is cooked, man. He's at 22%. But that's all I got for today. I'm about to get off. Just fucking Karen Bass, she delivered some fires and shit. She burned down that dude's house. He literally blames her and shit. But I'm about to get out today because I have a lot of crazy ass shit tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be a really dope stream. We're going to cover all the elections that are going on across the country, along with all the APAC shit, a whole bunch of more right-wing shit, a lot of stuff. So make sure y'all tune in for tomorrow. I gotta do some work today so I could be like locked in and have like an extra long stream. I'm gonna be streaming tomorrow morning, and then I'm gonna be streaming a long stream tomorrow evening. If you in New Jersey, definitely vote. If you in California, definitely vote because the primaries are tomorrow, gang. Appreciate y'all all tuning in. Make sure you like, make sure you sub up, make sure you follow, help support independent media and shit. Y'all can tip to donate and shit like that. It's a link underneath this, but appreciate y'all all, gang.